To all our online watchers via FB live streaming of our Bogosundar School 1 FB page, to all our beloved stakeholders, and with due respect to our superiors of the Department of Education, starting with Mr. Rogelio Inhilig, our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Christine Pakibot, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Norma M. Lepitan, SGUD Chief, Mrs. Jocelyn M. Conta, CID Chief, Mr. Adriano Esquadro Jr., our Division Brigada Eskwela Coordinator, to our area consultants of Bogosundar School 1, Mrs. Nevada U. Abeliana, and Dr. Merna A. Garcia, to all education program supervisors of the City Bugu Division. Ladies and gentlemen, good day to one and all. Today is our second virtual kickoff of the 2021 School Brigada Eskwela. It started last year and still continuing on this year, this new academic year 2021, due to the global health crisis we are still facing today due to the COVID-19 and its variants. Due to the unprecedented global health crisis, Secretary Briones, to this effect, had introduced starting last school year the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, known of an acronym BELCP. It is a guideline, a mechanism to ensure learning continuity. One of the strategies or mechanisms that may hasten its realization, as proven last school year, is the Brigada Eskwela program. It is already institutionalized by the Department of Education due to its positive effects to the learners and to the Department of Education as a whole, for that matter. It focuses mainly in preparing our schools nationwide to be ready comes the new academic school year. Since there's a pandemic, it is a tough period for all of us, especially in the Department of Education. And one of the features of BELCP that poses also equitable challenges was the adoption of multiple learning delivery modalities, or the blended learning modalities. So in Bogosundar School 1, we are using printed modular instruction, and in order to maximize our school learners' education to continue amidst the crisis. And we also have the agak sa tinunan for the purpose of tutorial classes in order to help our learners in numeracy as well as of the other subjects. It is also in the commitment and in adherence of our President Rodrigo Duterte's mandate or directive, which is in compliance for the protection of the learners in terms of their safety, health, and well-being, together with the teachers and school personnel to prevent transmission of COVID-19 for the rest of being affected of its aftermath. So for this upcoming new academic year, 2021-2022, starting September 13, our Brigada Eskwela starts for the whole month of August and extending to and until September 30, 2021. It's basically almost 2-month preparation stage. For our past stakeholders, thank you so much, and at present moment, we invite our prospective and valued stakeholders to act collaboratively for maximizing our social mobilization, partnership engagements, and initiatives to arrive at a peak realization of the BELCP for the common good of all our school learners. We soar as one, Bessie as one. So, dali na, magbrigada na ta. So, in order to be knowledgeable about the 2021 Brigada Eskwela implementing guidelines, slogan, and activities, I will also read the DepEd memo number 048 series of 2021 dated August 2, 2021 as follows. The Department of Education, DepEd, in its commitment to ensure that education must continue amidst the challenges and uncertainties of face-to-face classes brought by coronavirus disease 2019, shall formally open school year 2021-2022 pursuant to Republic Act number 11480. The President, upon the recommendation of the Secretary, has approved school year 2021 to open on September 13, 2021. Continuing on, in preparation for the opening of classes, the Brigada Eskwela program shall be implemented from August 3 to September 30, 2021 with focus on collaboration and strengthening partnership engagements that complement DepEd efforts to implement the basic education learning continuity plan and to ensure the delivery of quality basic education notwithstanding the COVID-19 pandemic. The slogan of Brigada Eskwela, Bayanihan para sa Paralan, shall be adopted as the theme for this year to emphasize the country's collective efforts in promoting collaboration for safe living and addressing social issues and concerns in schools, at homes, and in the community. The National Kick-Off Program that was held last August 3, 2021 was hosted by the Schools Division of Tagum City in Region 11. And the regional offices and division offices as well as the school level had also have their own version of virtual kick-off ceremony as an advocacy for the launching of the Brigada Eskwela for the respective areas. So the implementation of Brigada Eskwela shall comply with the required health standards, which include following social distancing measures and practicing proper hygiene consistent with the Interagency Task Force on Emerging Infectious Diseases, health protocols, DOH health standards, local and national quarantine rules, and all other relevant protocols as detailed in DepEd and DepEd Task Force COVID-19 issuances. The traditional concept of Brigada Eskwela, which involves cleaning, painting, repainting, and doing minor repairs, will still not happen during the Brigada Eskwela implementation period this year. However, considering the schools are being used in the preparation of the learning packets, including the picking up and returning and disinfection, may be allowed during the 2 weeks before the opening of classes in public schools, depending on the prevailing local risk classification and community quarantine guidelines. If allowed, the school shall strictly comply with the protocols on social distancing and implement precautionary measures consistent with the IATF health protocols, DOH protection protocols, local quarantine rules, and all other relevant protocols provided in DepEd and DepEd Task Force issuances. For the most essential items needed for donations in our 2021 Brigada Eskwela, we still need sanitizers, disinfectants, face masks, face shields, multivitamins, rubber gloves, cleaning materials, cash, learning materials or bond papers, sanitation information, emergency kits, and also thermal scanners, among others. The Brigada Eskwela activities, as stated in number 7 of the said memo, shall focus on preparations and highlight partnership initiatives that complement the BALCP among other efforts. This will ensure that quality basic education will continue despite the challenges posed by COVID-19 situation. Details of the implementation are provided in enclosure number 1 of this memorandum. So the following are the Brigada Eskwela proposed items for donations aside from the medical and sanitary products. These are bond papers, printers, or inks in order for our printed modular instruction in our Bugu Central School 1. Continuing on, for the 2021 Brigada Eskwela schedule of activities, we have the National Brigada Eskwela Media Online Kick-Off, followed by the regional and division and school level kick-off. And what we are doing today is the school level virtual kick-off as an advocacy for the Brigada Eskwela and to let the public know about this very purposive endeavor of DepEd to help our school learners for their common good, for the continuity of learning, as I have said earlier in the memo. So it also followed for the Brigada Eskwela implementation and monitoring of schools ranging from August 3 to September 30. And the submission of Brigada Eskwela accomplishment reports will be done on October 30, 2021 and November 30, 2021 for schools, division, and regions respectively. And there will also be Brigada Eskwela awarding ceremony. And for the mid-year assessment, I am proud to announce to you that Bugu Central School 1 ranked number 1 for the large category schools for the generated resources for the past school Brigada Eskwela. And the teaching personnel also, as per DepEd Memo number 48, we are entitled to earn vacation service credits. So for more details, you can refer to DepEd number 53, 2003, titled Updated Guidelines on Grant of Vacation Service Credits for those teachers who are members of the working committees and of voluntary services in the Brigada Eskwela activities, whole stretch of activities or period. So the Brigada Pagbasa, as part of Brigada Eskwela, is an after-school reading program that envisions bringing together partners and experts to help all learners read and become functionally literate. The Brigada will serve as a platform to synergize efforts and resources to address education-related challenges, especially on literacy and numeracy. So this is the newest feature of the Brigada Eskwela, and it only happened in 2021 Brigada Eskwela. Okay. It will also create opportunities for all stakeholders to contribute possible solutions to the current gaps in the country's education system, especially in equipping the learners with 21st century skills. For the inventory of school reading programs from partners, in preparation for the implementation of Brigada Pagbasa, the division partnership focal persons are encouraged to conduct an inventory of school reading programs with partnership components that may be part of Brigada Pagbasa. For Bugu Central School 1, it would be the task and responsibility of the school reading coordinator. The detailed guidelines of the implementation of Brigada Pagbasa shall be provided in a separate issuance. The Book of Accounts, number 12 of the said memo. The school head shall ensure that all donated items classified as property, plant, and equipment are properly recorded in the Book of Accounts as stipulated in DepEd Order number 82 series of 2011, guidelines titled Guidelines on the Proper Recording of All Donated Properties. The documents required to support the recording in the Book of Accounts are as follows: inventory custodian slip for donated properties with value less than 15,000 pesos, and the second one is the property acknowledgement receipt for donated properties above 15,000 pesos. And those are the important implementing guidelines as per stated, as I said, and I will reiterate from DepEd Memo 048 series of 2021 dated August 2, 2021. And thank you to all of us. Magbrigada na ta! Magbayanihan!